Zynar Prime, the largest neutral space station in the quadrant, was a sprawling metropolis of interwoven corridors and domes, each packed with traders from across the galaxy. Neon signs in countless alien languages flashed above stalls that sold everything from pulsating energy crystals to vats of bio-engineered slime creatures. Captain Adrian Vega, a lean but battle-hardened man with an easy smile, navigated the crowd with practiced ease. His AI companion, Kala, a holographic projection on his wrist communicator, flickered into view. "You know, Adrian," Kala began, her tone teasing, "you're really going to miss out on that shipment of Thalorian sea silk if you keep meandering like this." "I'm not here for shopping," Adrian muttered, scanning the crowd. Before Kala could retort, a shriek cut through the din. The marketplace fell silent as all eyes turned toward the source, a Thalorian woman, Rintera, her translucent, bioluminescent skin glowing in erratic pulses. Her trembling hands clutched at the air as she cried, "My child. Please, someone help." The Thalorian species, known for their aquatic nature and delicate physiology, rarely ventured far from their homeworlds. Rintera's visible distress and cracking skin signaled she'd been away far too long. Adrian instinctively stepped forward, only to be stopped by Kala. "I don't like this, Adrian. You know what happens when you get involved." Adrian waved her off. "We'll see what she needs." Through desperate sobs, Rintera explained her plight. Her infant had been abducted during the market's chaos by shadowy figures who disappeared into the restricted lower levels of the station. The assembled aliens muttered among themselves but offered no aid. Adrian sighed, rubbing the back of his neck. "Guess it's up to us." Kala's hologram crossed her arms. "You're really going to play hero again, aren't you?" "Someone has to," Adrian replied. Adrian first examined the spot where Rintera had last seen her child. Kala's scanners detected faint traces of synthetic compounds on the ground materials commonly used by the HFY Syndicate, a notorious group known for trafficking rare species. "Figures," Kala remarked. "This station's underbelly is practically their playground." The investigation led Adrian to a greasy diner run by a Replokian informant named Garek. Garek's segmented eyes darted nervously as Adrian questioned him. "I've heard whispers," the Replokian admitted. "The Syndicate's been smuggling living cargo for their biocatalyst projects." Adrian's jaw tightened. "Where are they holding the child?" Garek hesitated, then whispered, "Sector X-17. But be warned, the Syndicate doesn't take kindly to intrusions." Adrian decided to notify the station authorities, hoping for backup. However, his meeting with Station Commander Krell was fruitless. The reptilian officer sneered at Adrian's request for help. "A single missing infant? Not worth the risk of provoking the Syndicate." Frustrated, Adrian stormed out. "Guess we're on our own," he muttered. Kala chimed in, "When aren't we?" Adrian descended into the lower levels of Zynar Prime, where maintenance corridors gave way to dimly lit tunnels reeking of decay. The air was thick with the hum of machinery and the occasional hiss of steam. The deeper he went, the more hostile the environment became. He encountered rogue maintenance bots, malfunctioning systems, and Syndicate enforcers, hulking aliens armed with energy rifles. Using his military training, Adrian relied on guerrilla tactics, ambushing guards, and navigating the labyrinthine corridors with Kala's guidance. Meanwhile, Rintera's condition deteriorated rapidly. Adrian received periodic updates from a local medic, who warned that without immediate aquatic rehydration, she wouldn't survive. "She's running out of time," Kala reminded Adrian. "Then we'd better move faster," he replied grimly. Adrian's search led him to a rogue Zynaxian engineer named Pyrak, who once owed Adrian his life. Pyrak reluctantly provided crucial information about the Syndicate's hideout, a fortified section of the station guarded by advanced alien tech. "You'll never make it through their defenses," Pyrak warned. "Watch me," Adrian replied. Adrian's plan was simple but risky. Using stealth and Kala's hacking abilities, he infiltrated the Syndicate's hideout. The fortified base was a maze of reinforced walls, automated turrets, and patrolling guards. Kala worked overtime, disabling security systems and providing Adrian with alternate routes. "This place is a fortress," she muttered. "One wrong move, and you're toast." Adrian smirked. "Good thing I'm not planning on making any." Adrian eventually reached the core of the base, where he faced Varix, the Syndicate's leader. The alien warlord towered over Adrian, his cybernetic enhancements glinting ominously under the dim light. "You've made a mistake coming here, human," Varix growled. Adrian didn't waste time trading words. The fight was brutal, with Adrian using every trick in his arsenal: makeshift explosives, grappling hooks, and quick reflexes. Despite being outmatched in size and strength, Adrian's ingenuity turned the tide. Adrian found the Thalorian infant in a stasis pod, its fragile form illuminated by soft blue light. However, the pod was rigged with an explosive device. Kala guided him through the disarming process, but when time ran out, Adrian acted on instinct, cutting the final wire just as the timer hit 0. "I'm starting to think you like living dangerously," Kala quipped. Back in the marketplace, Adrian returned the infant to Rintera. The Thalorian mother wept openly as she embraced her child, her bioluminescence glowing brightly in gratitude. "You have given me back my heart," she whispered. The crowd, once indifferent, now watched with newfound respect for the human who had risked everything to help a stranger. As Rintera prepared to leave, she handed Adrian a crystalline pendant. "This will always guide you to our people," she said. Kala interrupted. "Adrian, I intercepted some Syndicate communications. They're planning larger operations targeting more species." Adrian clenched his fists. "Then it looks like our job isn't done." Adrian stood on the observation deck of the Dauntless, gazing out at the stars. Kala's voice broke the silence. "You're really planning to take on the entire Syndicate, aren't you?" "Not just planning," Adrian replied with a grin. "We're doing it." The ship's engines roared to life as it disappeared into the void, leaving behind a station forever changed by the actions of one human.